When you're starting to build up your online presence, you're going to want to have a set of cohesive visual elements that your audience can easily recognize and remember you. This is really going to be how you stand out within the digital space. Hi, it's Ademu Shoyo from Creatorly Media, and today we're going to be talking about how to build your very own brand guide. By the end of this video, you're going to understand what exactly should be included in your brand guide and how to create a brand guide that you can easily retrieve whenever it's time to create content. Brand guides contain the official rules surrounding a brand or a company's visual identity, so the logos, the colors, the typography, but also surrounding the brand messaging, so the mission statement, the core values, as well as the positioning. It's essentially creating a cohesive document that can be used for public content creation as well as any public communication that goes out on behalf of the brand or the company. So now we're going to break down what steps you need to actually develop your own brand guide. The first thing that you're going to need is to have a killer brand story. This is really where you're going to understand what is your mission, your why for why you're building this brand, why you're establishing this brand online, what you hope people can gain from having your online presence be in the digital space, and what story you want your ideal customers to resonate with and connect with in a way that is aligned to your values for your company and for your business. Next, you want to have a logo. You want to have a logo that's easily recognizable for any company or person to see, and you want to have different variations of it so that depending on the background, people can still use it, but it doesn't take away from the core identity of your brand. Next, you're going to want to have a core color palette. So in the past, maybe you thought you only needed one color that you wanted to use throughout all your branding and all your marketing, but nowadays you kind of need to have like 5 to 10 colors or color variations so that depending on what type of platform you're using it on or what the style or the context is, you're able to establish some cohesive identity and representation that really aligns to your brand core values and how you want your audience to perceive your brand. Next, you're going to want to establish your typography or your font. You may have a couple different fonts that you use. Maybe you have a header font or a body font, or you have fonts that you use on your website or fonts that you use on Instagram, but you're going to want to make sure that that is specified in your brand guide so that when companies are using your brand or they want to refer to you or any other publications that are being created, they know which fonts they want to use for what platform. You also want to create some rules surrounding the do's and don'ts of your brand voice. Are there certain words that like make you cringe or different ways in which you like to express yourself? Those are things that you want to make sure that your team or other people that you're working with are aware so that when it comes to creating any sort of communication out there, they're not creating things that don't really align with how you sound and how you talk or how you want your brand to sound and how you want your brand to talk for you. Lastly, you're going to want to include some specifications surrounding the imagery of your brand. I would include a couple templates for maybe Instagram or pictures that kind of encapsulate like the tone or the mood of your brand so that people are kind of aware what kind of vibe that you're going for when you are talking or creating some visual elements to your brand cohesively. Once you've established your brand guide, you want to have a place that's really quick and easy for you to use it when you are creating content. So I'm going to show you how we do it for ourselves here at Creatorly Media for our clients and how you can do it for yourself as well on Canva. So if you come over to the brand kit side, you can add another brand kit. Let's name it YouTube Brand Kit for clarity. You can start with adding your logos here. So I'm just going to add a couple. And then you can add some color palettes. So I'm just going to do a quick discover of ones that I like. And then I can include some of my favorite fonts. So maybe I want to do one of those. And I really like scripting fonts, so I'll add like this. And maybe I want to add another body font as well. Perfect. Perfect. And so then you have another brand kit set up so that when you are creating content, you'll have it readily available on the side of Canva. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe and watch this video next. Thanks so much for watching and keep creating. Bye!